Palestinians and Jews for Peace ist eine Gruppe von palästinensischen, israelischen, jüdischen und anderen solidarischen, emanzipatorischen FreundInnen, die sich kurz nach dem 7. Oktober 23 gegründet hat. PGFP setzt sich ein für einen empathischen, differenzierten Dialog im Kontext des Nahostkonfliktes und organisiert Panels, Veranstaltungen und Proteste, die sich gegen Antisemitismus, Rassismus und Nationalismus richten. Ihr Motto lautet: Wir stehen an der Seite von Menschen, nicht von Flaggen, nicht von Nationen und nicht vom Krieg. Einen Applaus für Palestinians and Jews for Peace, bitte.
What do we do with all this grief? I'm writing these words sitting on my cozy balcony. The sun is warm. I hear kids laughing in gardens nearby. Neighbors clinking coffee cups, having breakfast with their families. Life feels peaceful, normal. But in my chest, there is a heaviness I can't shake. Because while I sit here in safety, people in Gaza are starving. Children are dying slowly, not just from bombs, but from hunger. And beneath that silence, deep underground, there are still hostages, held in tunnels, cut off from the world, used as bargaining chips while their families cling to hope like oxygen. In the occupied West Bank, there's a siege. Towns locked down, mothers counting how many bullets are left outside their doors. People in Israel and Iran spent the night in shelters, or had no shelter at all, terrified, waiting for the next siren, the next strike, the next nightmare. The sky itself has become a threat, but war doesn't start in the sky. It starts in boardrooms, in parliaments, in deals made by men who will never hear the sound of sirens or dig through concrete for the bodies of their children. And Germany, you are not a bystander. You are complicit. You keep sending weapons knowing where they will land. You shut down protests. You erase Palestinian grief. You silence Jewish voices who speak for justice. And you call it remembrance. But remembrance means never again for anyone. Fighting anti-Semitism does not mean erasing Palestine. It does not mean supporting war crimes. Fighting hate cannot mean feeding it somewhere else. We are angry, we are scared, and we are tired of seeing that our grief and pain are being instrumentalized and weaponized. I'm tired of being told to pick a side. I choose life, I choose justice, I choose the people who are being crushed beneath the boots of extremists on all sides. They want us to forget that. They want us to flatten each other into flags and targets. But people are not symbols. People are not weapons. People are complex, contradictory, sacred. As I scroll through social media and see people cheering for bombs falling on Israel while they are sitting in their cozy homes, cheering for fire, for death, it makes me sick. It makes me wonder what is left of our humanity if this is what we celebrate. There are no good guys in war. There are only those who profit and those who pay. War is a tool, and the ones in power keep sharpening it, not to protect lives, but to protect control. The far-right Israeli government benefits from this war because it thrives on fear, it thrives on vengeance, it thrives on chaos. The Islamist regime in Iran benefits from this war because it uses conflict to tighten its grip, silence its people, and fund death instead of life. Hamas too benefits from despair, from destruction, from hopelessness. These forces feed each other. They claim to fight for their people, but they all use people as pawns, as shields. We must break the binaries. We must speak in the language of radical empathy. The kind that demands justice, not silence. The kind that holds grief without turning it into hate. We must cultivate spaces for dialogue, not as a performance of civility, but as a practice of accountability. We must reject the narratives that justify oppression, whether it be through state power, military force, or ideological dogma. We must stand against the systems that perpetuate suffering, against settlements, against siege, against collective punishments, against terror in all forms. There is no single roadmap to liberation, but there is a starting point. The radical act of caring for one another, even when history tells us not to. If we listen, truly listen to the voices of those in pain, if we fight for coexistence, not as a hollow slogan, but as a lived reality, then perhaps together we can begin to dismantle the walls, both real and imagined, that keep us apart. Radical empathy is not weakness, it is resistance. Let them call us too emotional, too naive, too much. I'd rather be too much than nothing at all. I'd rather demand a future where no child is starved, no hostage is forgotten, no bomb is dropped in our name. So say it with me. No more bombs.
No more bombs.
No more occupation.
No more occupation.
No more starvation.
No more starvation.
No more hostages.
No more hostages.
No more silence.
No more silence.
We are still here, furious, heartbroken, alive, and human. Thank you.